What's up, you guys? I am Caleb, and as always, we talk about self-development, personal growth, challenging the mind, becoming more in tune with your inner thoughts, quieting your mind, just the basics. Anyways, in this episode, I'm going to be trying to figure out my ideal customer. If you guys want to join in or want to know more about this, feel free to listen. Otherwise, we are going to roll that intro. All right, cool. So kind of what I've been thinking about, or what I kind of heard today when I was listening to, I want to say it was a podcast by Tony Robbins. He brought up the point of saying, so every business has to innovate and then get people to seek me out. How do I do that? How can I make my business innovative? How can I make my business seek others out? What can I serve to these people? Who are these people that I'm trying to serve? What people am I wanting to serve to ensure that I keep the utmost balance, the utmost sincerity, and the utmost authenticity throughout this customer? So I need to figure out what they eat, what they consume, what they watch, what they wear, when they go to the gym, if they go to the gym, if they do yoga, if they mountain bike, if they hike, if they like the outdoors. I need to figure out exactly what my customer is like and where I could find them. What are they watching? How are they consuming it? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on YouTube? Where are they in this massive world of noise? How can I single them out with all this other noise going on around them? How can I find the one ideal customer? Where is the one ideal customer? I don't need to serve thousands and thousands of people. All I really need to do is serve one individual, one person. That is all I really need to serve. I don't need to be conquering the whole mass mountain and having millions and millions of followers. All I really needed to do, and all I really want to do, is just help one person. If I can help one person change their life, change their view on the world, and identify who they are as a person, then I would say that I have accomplished my job. Now, if I don't do that, say if I don't create some wealth, don't create some inspiration, don't create the need for them to be like, hey, yeah, I'm going to step out, I'm going to do something new, I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to go against my past and who I thought I was in the past and kind of innovate myself to the present. So kind of how you can look at it, I used to go camping a lot as a kid, and I still do want to go camping nowadays. I love the outdoors, I really do. And I want to go with some friends and just have a good time out there. And whenever we would go out and camp, we'd always light a fire. And this fire would burn, you'd have to kind of make a teepee, but I found out there's actually a better way to make fire where you stack it on and then you light it from underneath. I haven't tried that yet, so I'm going to go with my teepee example. And through the process of creating this teepee and putting the newspaper under the wood and then letting it light up and engulf in this flame, every single time that flame is burning away a small little inkling of that wood beforehand until it turns into ash. And I kind of look at it as that's kind of how we are as well too as human beings, is we are able to burn off that wood, burn off those bad parts, burn off the past, burn off aspects of ourself that we don't enjoy and don't like. And I'm trying to figure out where can I find other people that are along those same lines of, hey, yeah, I don't enjoy where my life is going. I don't like who I see in the mirror. I don't enjoy this present moment that I'm living in right now. So how can I change it? What can I do to be happier? What can I do to have more joy? What can I do to have more fulfillment in my life? And as soon as we figure out these questions, it's okay, well, now that I know the answers, I can more or less start making the corrective actions to get to that point. I can start to possibly read more. I can start to talk with more people at the gym. I can start going to the gym. I could start doing yoga. I could start doing cardio. I could start mountain biking. I could start talking authentic, making sure that I'm always relaying my truth no matter what to every single person. Through that process, it's kind of okay, well, now I know who I am and where I'm at. So now how do I find other people like-minded like myself? Because when I was where I was at, I was lost. I was confused. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was going, and I didn't know who I was, to say the least. And through that whole process, I kind of realized hey, yeah, you know what? We all kind of get lost. We all kind of have to burn off that dead wood, burn off our past, and realize that what we did as a younger child and as we did as a growing adolescent through high school, college, whatever, however you're growing up, is you're not always the same person that you were yesterday, 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. You're not the same person that you were. You're always evolving. You're always growing. You're always learning new aspects of yourself and new aspects from other people because you're always acquiring new stories. And through those new stories, you're able to create a life that you love and enjoy waking up to every single morning. Like if I didn't love what I do, if I didn't love what I'm doing right now, there's no way that I'll be able to wake up at 5 a.m., start journaling, meditating, reading, having coffee, and just generally thinking first thing in the morning. Like there's no way that I would be able to do that if I didn't love what I was doing, if I didn't see the progress. Through that progress, that's something that I want to show other people. It's just, where do I find those people? How do I find those people? Are those people out there? Of course they're out there somewhere. It's just, where are they? Where are they looking? What are they consuming? What are they eating? As I've said before, is where could I find them? Like when I look back at what I did and where I got started, it was kind of like, okay, well, so I started out, I was looking up pickup videos on how to pick up chicks because like I looked up to my roommates at the time and they were getting girls like none other. And since I didn't have the confidence to ask them myself of, hey, how are you guys doing? I went to the internet, as probably most of us do. And for some odd reason, these people that I was watching Simple Pickup at the time, they had an ad where it was to make some money. And I was like, okay, maybe I can make some money. Maybe I can change my life. Maybe I could do something and find something that I'm passionate about. Because at the time, I didn't know what I was passionate about. And I think that's the issue that a lot of people have, is they don't have that passion. They don't have that feeling of joy, of happiness, of reaching towards something. They just come home and they sit on the couch and they just watch a movie. They don't do much with their life. They're just going through the motions. They're kind of like Oedipus or not Oedipus. Cypherus the Great. They're kind of like Cypherus with pushing the rock up the hill time and time again just to have it roll back down. And it's like, I didn't want that for my life. I wanted something more. I wanted to enjoy what I was doing. I wanted to create this wealth, this freedom, this abundance, this reaching towards something to find happiness, to find joy. And I think that when we set goals, when we set intentions, we can find that goal, we can find that ambition, and we can start to reach heights that we never even conceived possible in the first place. And my question is how do I find those people? Where do I find people that are along the same mindset, or they're kind of a little bit lost in the process and they just need that, like, just that one little like hit or knock or push forward or step that's going to completely change their life forever? And that's the part that I'm wanting to realize, is where are those people? What are those people doing? How can I find somebody that doesn't know that they want to change their life? Like, that's the tricky part, because I didn't know that I wanted to change my life. It was just the opportunity arose, and I was like, oh, okay, this looks and sounds like a good opportunity. I was a little stressed out when I first did it, but as soon as I got into it, I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. I can understand where these people are coming from. And through that process, I was kind of like, okay, well, now I'm going to start to improve my life. Now I'm going to start to do more than I was doing in the first place. And now that I'm doing more and I'm actually creating value and I'm sharing and I'm learning and I'm improving and I'm trying to reach a goal, or I am reaching a goal, I was kind of able to get to the point of like, hey, well, now I want to help other people. Now I want to help inspire other people, find their drive, find their ambition. It's just, my question is where are they? How do I find them? How do I find somebody that doesn't know that they're lost? How do I find somebody that thinks that what they're doing is the right thing? And maybe it is the right thing. I'm not one to judge. People can do what they want to do. Like, it's their choice. It's their life. That's just how it is. It's just, where do I find those people? Where do I find the people that want to grow, that want to change, that want to evolve, that want to let their past go, that want to help improve and figure themselves out and figure out what their place is in this world to possibly stop their suffering, their anxiety, their paranoia of just the whole life? Because it seems like a lot of that stems from the unknown or stems from competition of some sort. And I want to be able to help people out of that rut. I want to help people find the way of enlightenment, possibly the way of peace of mind, the way of quieting the mind. It's just, or just the peace of just being happy and joyful in every present moment that you're in. Like, when I was driving around the other day, it was just like everything that was green and bright and colorful, and I was absolutely like, this is amazing. How do people not see this beauty around us? It just kind of blows me away sometimes with how how so many people are negative and they always look for the bad in every situation. It's like, just look for the good. It's just, where do I find the people that are looking for the good? Where do I find those people? And I know the universe, and it'll probably get attracted to me one way or another. It's just, there's got to be a way to find them, to single them out, to figure out, hey, yeah, this is the person that I want to serve. This is what they're doing. This is what they're consuming. This is what they're watching. This is where they're at. And that's the part that I struggle with, because I'm like, I don't want to help people that, like, yeah, sure, if people are already doing well off and they want to watch my videos, perfect. Like, I love that. Don't get me wrong. It's just I want to help the people that are lost, that are suffering, that don't know where they're going. Those are the people that I truly want to help. Those are the people that I believe I can have the most impact on, because those are the people that can be like, oh, hey, if he did it, then maybe I can too. Maybe I can be happy. Maybe I can enjoy this life that I'm living in right now. Maybe I can have this joyous opportunity to make friends, to make loved ones, to connect, to make money, to attract wealth, to be authentic, to be abundant, to be truthful, to be 100% my true self. And through that process of figuring yourself out, you're kind of become one with yourself. Like, I was driving to work this morning and I was like, I'm one with myself. Like, that's just where I'm at right now. I'm one with myself, and it's amazing, and I want to be able to help other people. It's just I don't know where those people are, because I don't want to, it's tricky because I want to help people. I just don't want to help the people that are already doing well. I want to help the people that aren't doing so well. I want to help the people that are possibly down in the dumps, and maybe that's where I go. Maybe I go target people that are part of, like, they're watching not the best videos, they're watching kind of like saddish videos or something like that. They're watching, like, because if I think back to when I was a freshman and I was dating this girl named Marae at the time, if I look back to then, and when I was on Tinder, or not Tinder, Tumblr, my page was full of just god-awful things, like things that I don't want to ever see again, and I don't know why other people would want to see that either. And maybe that's where I put my ads, is on those pages where people are down, where people are like, hey, where I can be like, hey, do you feel down on yourself? Do you feel like you aren't enough? Do you feel like you can't accomplish your dreams? Like you're just stuck in this rut of just going day in and day out. You can't get out of bed. You don't feel like you're worthy enough. You don't feel like you can make friends. You don't feel like you can achieve what you want to achieve in life because of either self-limiting beliefs on yourself or that others have put on you. Then maybe check out this program, or check out how I found happiness, how I found joy, how I started to create the life that I love living each and every single day. Maybe that's the people that I need to go to. Maybe I need to go to the pages where I don't necessarily, because I don't want to become a part of that community, because if I become a part of the community of the downers, then that's going to kind of bring me down through the process, possibly. It's happened once before. I won't allow it to happen again. It's still one of those just slight little concerns that I possibly have. But I mean, I could always put ads on those pages, see what ads they're putting on those pages, and then possibly just be like, hey, yeah, you want to have a happier, more joyful, more fulfilling life, not full of this sadness, darkness, and despair, then subscribe to my e-newsletter, subscribe to the books that I've read, subscribe to my podcast, like subscribe to my Instagram page, and have daily doses of inspiration, of positivity, of enlightenment, of activities, of joy, of happiness, of fulfillment, and just kind of see where that leads you. Because if you do that, you might actually start to become happier yourself. So maybe that's where I need to go. I'm going to think about this a little bit more, because I truly do believe that I have to find my ideal customer, because the first step is I have to make sure that I innovate, and I need my people to seek me out. And then I can also have to be like, how can I be helpful today? Is have a service business. What is my brand? Why is my brand unique? What are my customers' passions? How much will my customer spend with me? Because usually is it going to be high ticket, low ticket? I believe that when people invest money in something, they actually get more value out of it, and they actually keep with what they're actually doing, compared to if it's just given to them for free. They're not actually going to do anything with it. I always kind of give the analogy of, say you're just handed a brand new Toyota Tacoma or something like that, or a G-Wagon, which those cars run for $40,000 all the way up to $150,000. Say you're just handed that car for free. What are you going to do? You'll probably just trash it. You won't take care of it. You won't clean it. You won't wash it. You won't do really much of anything. Now, if you work for it, you get the job, you create a business, you create sales, you do the work to actually put in the amount of effort to pay for the car yourself, you're going to value it more than just getting it for free. So I do believe that paying for stuff is valuable, and you have to keep that in mind. Otherwise, though, it's just how much will my customers spend with me? What do my customers really care about? And then just be social with others. It's not all about me. And that's my one issue with doing these podcasts just one-on-one. I want to get guests. I want to get other people to share with me their thoughts and their ideas and their ambitions as well, because I don't want this to make me narcissistic. I don't want this to make me self-centered. I don't want this to make me feel like I'm just talking with myself. I'm trying to build something bigger than myself. And I know that it takes time, and I understand that there's going to be effort and there's going to be some sacrifice, and I have to do this right now until either I go find guests or guests are like, hey, I would like to be on your podcast. I would like to be interviewed. And I'm happy to interview anybody, so just keep that in mind. If you want to interview me, send me a DM, send me an email, or send me a comment down below, and I'll get in contact with you, and we'll set something up. Because I think it's all about spreading the good word. It's all about spreading our positivity, our good vibes, our stories, and our missions with other people. So if you're interested in that, just comment down below or share your thoughts with me elsewhere on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter all that much. Facebook, I still need to set up a Facebook page. I mean, I have a Facebook page, but that's kind of besides the point. Mainly, though, I just need to figure out my ideal customer. That is step one. I need to figure out my ideal customer. If I don't know who I'm serving, then I'm technically serving nobody. If I figure out exactly the one person who I'm serving, I can possibly actually have a very high feeling that I could actually accomplish more, I could achieve more compared to me not actually knowing who I'm serving. If I don't know who I'm serving, then why would anyone want to listen? Why would anybody want to learn from me? So, well, I'll figure it out. I always do. I always figure it out. Anyways, though, you guys, like, if you have any ideas or you think you know, like, if you could let me know who you are down below, what's your dreams, your ambitions, what your goals are, and maybe if you were lost or something, just comment that down below, and I'll respond to each and every single one of you. I love you guys. I love you guys. Later. I don't know why I do the peace sign. I don't want the peace sign. Later.